Welcome to part 3 of Harmony of Dissonance. We are further exploring the Luminous Cavern, and in the previous part I also mentioned the witches and the man-eater plants. With the man-eater plants, they're good at poisoning you, but you can also stun-lock them. And with the witches here, they're also pretty good at getting stun-locked too. Whip them fiercely and ferociously. Absolute carnage. Now, I did say in part 1 that this game tends to be too bright in points. That's only really a problem on big screen TVs. If you're playing this on like the actual Game Boy, not the SP, I'm talking about the original purple Game Boy Advance, then that's not really a problem because the screen is not backlit. And that's actually the case for a lot of Game Boy Advance games because they have to compensate for that dark screen. Like, I've played the original Mario 2, or Super Mario Advance, but it's really just Mario 2 USA. And that game is just washed out and really bright looking for no reason, more so than the original Mario 2. So hardware limitations is a bitch, you have to do what you have to do. Though for some reason Circle of the Moon is still really dark. Ugh. Well, Konami didn't know at the time, it was a launch title. Anyway, I cannot get my ass up there, have to wait until I get the double jump. The Scarecrows and the Sirens make their returns from Symphony of the Night. And strangely enough, the Scarecrow's blood in this game is actually red, not green like it was in Symphony. I guess the ESRB got more relaxed in the past 4 years, I don't know. Or maybe it's because the Game Boy screen is more pixelated, therefore the blood and guts is not really detailed enough. That's some good food for thought. Alright, so I did pull up the backstory of Juste Belmont, who for some reason is magically inclined. But there is a reason, I will tell you. Juste, part of the Belmont clan and the grandson of Simon Belmont, Juste is considered powerful even among his family for his prodigious magic talent derived from the Belnatus clan. After Simon's great effort fighting against Count Dracula, the long-hated Belmont family was reconciled with the residents. Surely evil residents, them bastards. Simon was regarded as a lifesaver, and people started to look upon him as a hero. Little by little, the people started to gather around him. A village, therefore, was formed around the Belmonts. Juste would later grow up in this environment with his childhood friends Maxim Kishin, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, and Liddy Erlinger. Once every century when Dracula resurrects, the power he has attracts all other monsters and evils. Okay, I'm guessing the wiki's Englishy today. So it's saying that he attracts all other monsters and evil with his powers, which all of them resurrect alongside him. So it is the calling of the Belmont family to hunt all these monsters and hone their skills to prepare themselves for the fight against Dracula himself. Furthermore, Juste was tasked with hunting Dracula's body parts. Oh, we haven't gotten to that part yet. That's going to be interesting. Oh, lovely. I just found Dracula's finger again. Maxim returns 2 years later from a training expedition, wounded and amnesiac. Can't remember a thing. He might as well be Jason Bourne from the first Bourne Identity movie. Anyway, ignoring his bottle... Oh wait, no. He claims that Liddy was kidnapped. Ignoring his bodily injuries, he leads Juste to the place where he believes Liddy was held captive. Passing through thick fog, the two men happen upon a castle undocumented on any map. Not being able to continue, Maxim holds back in order to recover, while Juste sets forth on his own. And hold that thought. You see this skull right here? You want to hit it from the left side, so that way it rolls downhill. Anyway, back to the Castlevania wiki, or the Castlepedia, or Vania wiki, or whatever you want to call it. Chased inside by a giant undead knight, Juste has no other choice but to find Liddy, with only his trustworthy vampire killer whip and a bracelet both he and Maxim shared. And I'll leave it off at that. Otherwise, I'll dive into spoilers that this game has not gotten to yet. Granted, this game is 23 years old, it will be 24 in September, but some people still have not played Harmony of Dissonance, so I'm just being considerate. And I do recommend it. Flaws and all, this is still a really great Castlevania game. If you could get past the music. I know some people like the music, but me personally, it's hit and miss. It has the crackly GBA sound that I can't really listen to for too long without my ears bleeding. Anyway, we just got the stuffed stag. It's a taxidermied head that belongs on a wall. It goes great for your room. Why is this even here? Oh, this is lovely. Gotta time our slide with the swing of the pendulum in order to not get hit. Let's position ourselves so that way we don't get decapitated, beheaded. Oh, there we go. I think that's the only one in this room. Juste, there you are. What happened? What's happened, Maxim? Have you found Liddy? How dare you ask me of Liddy? You're one of her captors, aren't you? Huh? What the hell are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Forget it. I know not the scope of your power, Belmont, but I will not let you have her. What's happened to you? You're not your normal self. Hasn't had his daily Snickers, I guess. I got new powers to surpass her strength, but first, the woman. Farewell. May you rot away in the walls of this castle. Wait, Maxim! Is that truly Maxim? Do my eyes and ears deceive me? Well, I say that Maxim was having a Hugh moment, a crash out, fatherless children behavior, but no, there's more to it. It's not just jealousy right there. He is being possessed, which is a shame because I actually like Maxim. He looks decent, okay? Not like that Hugh character from the other game. Oh, fuck you, Hugh. Fuck you. Anyway, I'm not going to dwell on Hugh. Oh, dramatic Castlevania pause. Unless Hugh starts World War II or something. Oh, wait. There was a World War II in Castlevania. It was Hugh's fault. Oh. Anyway, you go through the left side of the save room and you'll gain more access to this area. Skull Knight! Now, this guy, believe it or not, is way easier than the previous two bosses. Why? Because this game is really unbalanced in points. Now, the boss's strategy here is to stab, and sometimes he'll jump, but it's a really slow jump so you can just dash underneath him. Dashing through the snow, except there's no snow. Actually, it's kind of hot in South Carolina at the moment. Anyway, this guy dashes towards you in the second phase. There is a wind-up to his dash, so if you miss it, that's your fault. You can jump over it by using the platforms above. You hit him enough times and then he'll go into phase 3. I'm firing my blood! Yeah, giant-ass laser. The Skull Knight will shoot a giant laser towards you. Like it's Doomsday Zone or something. You can use the platforms to avoid it, and I think you could dodge underneath it too, or just duck. I never tried ducking, but the platforms are the safer strategy. Oh, never mind, I did it just there. So you can duck underneath the laser. You see, I had this game since I was 6 or 7. And I'm still learning new things about it. Just like with Circle of the Moon, I did not get this game in launch year. and I did not get my Game Boy until 2003, so I was a year late to this party. Well, maybe not a year, it was more like 4 months since this game came out in September or October. My birthday was January, so like 3 months. So yeah, I did get this game before I got Circle of the Moon by about a couple of months. And for the longest time, I think I preferred this game over Circle of the Moon, but things changed. The more I grew up, the more I started to like the DSS system from Circle as opposed to the spellbook system in this game. Because yeah, while your sub-weapons do change depending on the element, your whip does not, unfortunately. And you do get elemental whips, but it's still pretty much just the same vampire killer whip the whole game. Whereas in Circle of the Moon, your whip changes at points. So, depending on the card, you could turn into a martial artist, you could get a great sword, you could get some sort of vine whip if you really want. Though at the same time, it does take some grinding, a lot of grinding. Here in Harmony, you could just find the stuff on the beating path. Or slightly out of the way, but still along the beating path. Things are never too out of reach. Oh goodness, bone throwers. I hate you! With all of my rambling, I forgot to mention that we just got the Sylph Feather from defeating Skull Knight. The Sylphid Feather gains you the ability to double jump. And also you could drop kick too, but I never seem to use the drop kick ability whenever I double jump. I think mostly because I forget that I can drop kick. Not my fault, not my fault. This is one of the more grosser sounding tracks in the game. Oh hey, we just got a leather cap. Okay, back to the good music. Okay, maybe not. I can't go through here yet. Back to the bad music. Alright, back to the two-way save room. No, I don't want to save now. We're gonna go back to the right. Now that we have the double jump, the Sylph Feather, we can make our way back to the Luminous Caverns to make that jump now. The red skeletons make their return, and they're just as unkillable in this game as they were in every other Castlevania game. Oh, okay, I forgot that chandelier was there. Damn it, just move, just move. It doesn't even do that much damage anymore. Either I leveled up too much or it never did that much damage to begin with. Which is kind of a tease, to be honest. Let's go down here. Oh, those kicks up there are nice. I want them. New pair of sneakers. What the? Skeleton spider? Really? Really? That's new. I didn't even know spiders had skeletons. I thought the skeleton was the outside part. Anyway, let's jump up here. Hopefully we can get those shoes. Ankle guards is going to greatly increase our defense. And unlike in Circle of the Moon, defense actually matters in this game. Cause you see how tanky I am? That was not a thing in Circle of the Moon for some reason. Like, no matter how good your gear was, you always get sniped in like 2 to 3 shots, maybe 4. Maybe we should see what's down here first. Check things out. Hopefully no sirens. Okay, just candles. Oh, another freaking spider skeleton. Get back. I forgot the raid. But then again, I don't think you need raid since you're already dead. Now we're talking. Actually, this just looks like the shaft that connects the cavern to the other place I was just in. So, maybe a good thing, because I actually do need to go back to the caverns. Not the GoldenEye caverns, unfortunately, because the GoldenEye caverns are actually pretty good. I'm talking about the Castlevania caverns, where bats are amok. Or is this even the same shaft? Oh, no, it's not. Oh, I get a free heart up. Nice. Now, the good thing about Harmony of Dissonance is... I almost said soundtrack, but there's nothing really good about the soundtrack. Except for a few bangers, I will admit. The map design, even though it is kind of confusing, everything does look distinct at least. That was my major gripe with Circle of the Moon. Everything tended to look the same in that game. A lot of copy and pasted environments. Not so much in this game, though you still need a guide because the items are just tricky to get to, I will admit. This game does take cues from Simon's Quest. In a good way, and maybe sometimes in a bad way too. No, don't worry, I actually like Simon's Quest. I'm probably one of the few people that actually do like Simon's Quest. Unironically. I'm guessing it's because it's janky, but then again, most NES games are jank, especially if it's an adventure game from that era. Oh, just look at Zelda 2. Great game, very jank. Mega Man 3, very janky. It like loses frames a lot, and also it glitches a lot too. But it's a great game. And I could go on forever, but I don't want to because I'm kind of tired. Anyway, I'll see you guys in part 4 of Harmony of Dissonance.